What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. This is Tails Technologies, as you know, and currently you might be looking at games coming out such as Resident Evil 8, stuff Days Gone, PC port, and you're thinking to yourself, will my PC be able to play these games? Now, this is the question that we're gonna help you answer today, and also when you should actually upgrade your GPU from the one you've currently got. So there's three main questions and we'll go through them one at a time quickly. As you can see, there's FIFA gameplay in the background, but if you want you can just minimise me and just listen to my beautiful voice, depending on how you think my Glaswegian accent is. Obviously when I'm on mic, a wee bit different compared to how I speak when it's the gameplay live commentary thing. Whereas here I get to sit down, have a conversation with you guys. You can talk to me in the comments about how you felt. It's my opinions, and if you share them or if you disagree, because I'm always open for your comments, like, dislike, subscribe if you want to, and check out my other stuff. So let's get into it. So the first question is, what games are you looking to play? So, for example, right, if you're just looking to play, if you're someone that grew up in, say, the 90s or even early 2000s, and you're just wanting a PC that can replay all your older games like Doom 3, Quake, Arena, Quake 2, things like that, or Return to Castle Wolfenstein, games like that, you do not need anything more than integrated graphics, really. So spending money on a GPU, unless you're planning to play other games, but if you don't waste your money. Whereas, if you intend to play, as I mentioned at the beginning, Resident Evil 8, Days Gone, Horizon Zero Dawn, um, Civilization 6, games like that, you're going to need something a bit beefier. Now, it all depends on how you want to experience those games. So, for Days Gone, if you want 1080p, 60 FPS, you will be looking at something like a 1070 or above minimum. Not minimum, but round about there. If you want 1080p decent settings, you're wanting a 1060. However, if you don't mind playing at lower settings, then a 1050 Ti will probably do you fine. It just depends. Not 720p low, but a 1050 Ti would probably do you like 1080p, medium low settings, getting between 30 and 40 FPS. That's just an estimate, obviously. The game isn't out, so I can't give you a definite, this is how it will play. Now, if you're more into esports games, like Valorant and stuff, Overwatch, stuff like that, I've seen people play those in GT 710s and GT 1030s. If that's all you want to play, I would just get a low profile, sub £100 slash dollar graphics card, such as a GT 1030 or GT 710. Because if you say have a PS4 that you use for all your main games like Days Gone or new releases, not Cyberpunk though, because that was absolutely horrible on PS4 from day of release. Still today, I heard, um, before doing this video, because I've done a little bit of research about it. So if you're looking to play that kind of game, perfect. You do not need anything above a 1030 or 710. However, if you are looking, as I said before, if you Cyberpunk, you're talking 1660, 1650 minimum these days, or a 10 series card. The GTX line, that is, not the GT. Now, another question is, how is your current GPU handling the games that you play? And does it meet your requirements that you want off your current rig? Because just because new cards have came out doesn't mean you have to rush to upgrade. A lot of people, especially newcomers to PC, think anything before the 30 series is now automatically trash. Now, I had daily a 1080 Ti that I found for an amazing deal, as you've seen in all my other videos, and even the benchmark I done on this channel for the 1080 Ti playing Call of Duty Cold War. One of my first videos back after a long hiatus from this channel, and it was fun. But as you can see, even that can handle games like Cold War. But it just depends. Is that, say you've got a 1080 Ti like me, is that okay what you're getting right now? Is that performance in Cold War what you're okay with? Because, like I said before, you don't need to run out and get a new card just because it's new. It might not actually, especially if you're playing at 1080p, you might not notice the difference as much. Especially if you're playing at 60Hz. Do not get a 30 series to play at 1080p 60Hz. You're wasting your money, especially with the current market. So if you find your current rig does meet your current what you want from your PC, then don't feel pressured to upgrade. That's the beautiful thing about PC gaming. You can go from 1 minute being able to play everything max with that card, and then 2, 3, 4 years down the line, you find yourself still possibly being able to do it. I believe, don't count me on this, but the 1080 Ti came out in 2016 or 17, around that time. We are now in 2021, and it can still max out games at 1080p above 100 FPS in most cases, like with the Cold War video that I posted before, and I keep relating to in this video, as you've heard. It just shows you that maybe you should just stick with what you've got, especially right now because of what the current market's like. So, to summarise that point, if your current graphics card is handling your games, don't feel pressured to upgrade, even if it's not at max settings 60 FPS, because with the current market, it's not a good idea to upgrade right now. But if, on the other hand, if you're finding I'm playing Valorant, I'm with like a 660, and I'm playing Valorant or 750 Ti, maybe you should think about upgrading, because it's not what you want. Say you're wanting to play high refresh rate, as I said before, 660, 750 Ti will be fine for Valorant, 720p low 60 FPS maybe. But anything above that, if you want to play at 144Hz monitor, 1080p, 1440p, then no. That is not, you're not going to get that with your current setup, I'm afraid. You need to upgrade. So it's all about your personal requirements and what you want to get out of any card you buy. So, to summarise, essentially, the whole reason of this video, when should you upgrade your graphics card? Really, it's just about when you are ready to, and your current one no longer meets the demands of what you're wanting to get out of your PC, what you're wanting to play, what settings you want to play at, what frame rate. Now, before I wrap this video up real quick, because I've rambled now for 8.5 minutes, I just want to quickly talk about the current GPU market. Now, as I've alluded to before earlier in this video, I wouldn't recommend anyone upgrade right now. I've seen GT 1030s go for £200 where I live in the UK, and that is not good. You should never, it's a 75 to 90 quid card at best. Nothing above that. Do not pay any more than £90 for one of those cards. And the people selling, the scalpers, you're trash. You're a piece of shit. I don't care if I get hate for that, but you are a piece of shit, because you're ruining people's hobby just so you can make money. And it's making people have to be stuck with GT 710s or GTX 660s when they want to play like Days Gone, Res 8 and all that, because you can't get a PS5 to do it. I don't think it's going to run very well on last gen, even though they said it will, but apparently it's going to be at like 900p or 720p 30 FPS at the equivalent of like low settings on PC. That's just from what I've heard. Rumour wise, that might not be concrete, so don't quote me there. But you can't get hold of next gen, you can't get hold of these new cards, so people with these outdated rigs, not outdated, but outdated for what they want to do with it, it's ruining their hobby, and it's not allowing them to gain access to their hobby of gaming or PC building, because you decide to come in, buy up all the cards, buy up all the consoles, and ruin people's hobbies. So honestly, I would just, what options are there right now? If you really say your graphics card's broke right now and you were looking to upgrade, what would I recommend? Honestly, just keep looking at eBay, because I have seen good deals on there. My 1080 Ti, for example, 350 in around February time, when it wasn't as bad, but it was still bad. That was a killer deal, especially considering now they're going for like £900. But I have seen like 1050 Ti's for like 150 to 200, so I'd probably grab that, or one of the 10, or even I've seen a lot of 9 series, so like 980, 960, that kind of card go for very cheap, because they're not of use to scalpers or miners right now. So your options are essentially just keep scouring eBay, guys. Keep looking, refreshing. I know it's a pain in the absolute bell end, but it's not. It's your only option, I'm afraid. Unless you luck out, you can go to your local Micro Center in America and they've got a 3070 sitting on the shelf that you just so happen to be there that day it's on the shelf. And lucky you if you do, because here in where I live, we don't have any of that. We literally have PC World, and I've never walked in there and saw anything other than like a 1030 for sale since like 2013. It's a purely accessory shop here for monitors and stuff, not for graphics card and hardware, unless you get lucky and they have it in stock online, but that's very rare. So yeah, eBay, guys, it's your only option, and just be patient. You will find a deal eventually, because there will be someone parting out an old PC that they've got sitting and they don't know what they have. Happens all the time. Facebook Marketplace as well, or your local Craigslist, Gumtree, places like that. You'll also look out there eventually if you just be patient. So to summarise this video, guys, upgrade when you're ready. When you feel your rig can't handle what you want to play anymore, be complacent and happy with your rig though, if it meets the requirements that you want out of it. If all you want to play is Valorant and that's all it can do, then be happy with it, because you're still getting enjoy an amazing platform. And don't let people tell you that you have to upgrade to a 30 series or AMD's new lineup of GPUs because it's a hot new thing. You won't need it, honestly, if all you play is Valorant or other games like that. So be complacent, be patient on eBay and stuff. Either that or just keep your current rig until all this blows over. And when that will be, I have no idea, guys. Probably when all this stuff is completely done. Miners stop losing interest and the whole pandemic ends. Well, anyway, guys, I hope that helps you guys out in any way, shape, or form. If you have any comments, leave them down below. And please like or dislike if you disagreed, like if you agreed. And yeah, I'll have a discussion with you guys in the comments if you'd like. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.